Dear God. All right. Hey, welcome to another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. We got Josh, a.k.a. I Can't See. The guy that changes his name like everybody else changes their underwear at least once a day, unless you're, of course, on the 9th hole of the golf course where you might have to change your underwear at least for the second time that day. Anyway, we got all kinds to talk about today. We're going to talk about some ridiculous legislation that's passed, full term, that is. We're going to talk about the Bill Stadium. Going to talk a little bit about the WNBA and the irony that's going on there. That and much, much more on this episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. Idiocracy.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic, yeah.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Idiocracy. I don't know who said it. As the clips roll, and I hear in the background Idiocracy.
Before it started, motherfucker.
Huh?
I did it before it started.
I heard it while it was going on, so it came through. Anyway. So let's start with stuff that's far away, and we'll move ourselves in here. So, Josh, I think this was your topic, but let's go ahead and talk about that wonderful Massachusetts bill that just got passed.
The legislation bill. The
legislation.
Legislation.
Good old Massachusetts.
So, everybody knows from 2020 that with COVID and the vaccine shot, every single woman has my body, my choice, correct? Wasn't that the whole thing?
Matt?
Or no. That's
you still have choice?
That's right. Women didn't have a choice when it came to the COVID shot, right?
Yeah. It's my body, my choice, except for when it comes to vaccines, and then it's everybody else's choice, except for that one choice that might be your choice, and unless it's my choice.
So, in Massachusetts on Monday, the governor signed a new bill allowing abortions to go into the final trimester right up to birth. So, to me, that's fucking murder. That's way too far for an abortion. I get, now, granted, if there's complications, if there's something like this, I completely understand medical issues happen. I'm okay with that. But when that baby is fully born, there's nothing wrong, nothing will happen to the mom. You're allowed to go and kill that baby. And this brings up to my point. Okay. So I'm in Massachusetts. I'm drinking and driving. I hit a pregnant woman. I killed a fetus. I will get charged for 2 murders, correct?
Now,
I will get charged for the mom and also the unlimited.
Now, hold on. Because if they charge you for both murders, it won't be written in there that you killed mom and the fetus. It'll say mom and baby.
Exactly. So it's a baby at that point, but it's not a baby still in the belly when it's up to an abortion. Now, granted, Massachusetts isn't the only state that has that. There is other states that do allow it. One's up north, but we don't talk about that state because that state sucks. And that's only because of one team, by the way. Thoughts on that, guys? What's your guys' thoughts on abortion going to full term? You guys are both Catholic. Come on.
I'm like,
I've always been on the terms of abortion. I don't approve of it whatsoever. But if it puts someone, like I said, my stance has always been rape, incest, or if it's live or die for the mom. That's where I stand. Other than that, I think people who have abortion should not allow to have abortion at all. Those are the only three things I stand by. But that's not how they run it. That's not how they do the shit. So that's basically my stand on it. You guys can elaborate how you want to go from there.
well, I mean, Matt, I agree with you for the most part, like in terms of, like, first of all, absolutely drives me crazy that in today's age, abortion is not a medical procedure to prevent the death or health issues of the mom. It's a contraception. It's literally used exactly as you would the day after pill, a birth control pill, or a condom. Like, and that's disgusting. Like, no, like that shouldn't be. Yes, I agree with you that there are, and the irony is where people are like, oh, abortion, like you're preventing the death, you're going to kill the mother. Those are such small percentages. But yes, I agree. In those situations, if you have to choose between the baby and the mom, that should be the decision between the mom.
The fetus and the mom.
I'm saying fucking baby. I don't care. They can kiss my ass. As soon as the fucking egg and sperm meet each other, it's a fucking baby. They can kiss my ass. Anyway,
Yeah, but doesn't the semen go through your backside?
what's that?
Nothing.
Hey, at least when it goes through my backside, that's producing life. Eggs are just little eggs. They're not even alive until the men provide life.
Life is life. Go on.
So anyway, it just blows my fucking mind that they I mean, because you look, stages development here. I mean, are you kidding me? So now they can literally just abort at any stage. And that's terrible. The fact that they even have to pass a law like this is disgusting because let's be honest. If a mom gets to a term where the baby can survive outside of the womb on its own, abortion should not even be a discussion.
At that point, just give it up for adoption.
Right.
Exactly. And there's plenty of families, Matt, I think you're a prime example of a family member that they adopted, was it 2 children or 1?
Yeah. Well, they
So-
didn't adopt them. They were in a situation where they took them in, but until mom gets rehabilitated.
So, I mean, that's a prime example. Like, there's people that want to have kids that can't. So let the baby, let somebody adopt the baby. You don't want it, let the baby get adopted. And let that baby live a different life than what you're going to provide instead of killing that baby.
I'll be honest with you, though. There's definitely got to be some reform in terms of the whole adoption process and all that stuff. Because, like, and I know you guys are going to be like, oh, you're being a little crazy here. But again, if you're having sex without condoms, which there's a lot of places out there you can get condoms for free. You can get birth control for pretty much free, if not free completely. And then there's also the age-old don't have sex, or as Matt said, I mean, if you can't get her pregnant if you stick it in her butt.
What? We have butt sex? What the fuck?
But or I mean, in Josh's case, Josh was actually Josh was actually supposed to be 7 feet tall, but his dad pulled out at the wrong time, and half of him ended up on the sheets.
Yeah. Fucking shit happens.
Rest was a protein shake for mom.
Right. The rest was the
I mean,
protein
I
shake.
just kept missing the wrong hole. So,
But one, abortion should not be an option for people that just do it because they had sex and they all of a sudden got pregnant. But at the same time, I also think there should be some kind of legal responsibility on the people that throw these kids up for adoption just because, like, oh, what's that? You're going to have sex and keep having kids and keep popping? No, fuck that. Like, you do that too many times, I think you should have your tubes tied, to be honest with you.
That's how you get to the ABT.
Oh.
They want that government assistance. So they keep popping them out.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. But even
That's
the
'cause
government
it's extra
system,
money.
like the people that are having the babies that don't want them, and then they throw them into the adoption system. There's no accountability. There's no responsibility there. Like, and that's the problem with our society is there's no accountability, no responsibility. There's no actual consequences. So, but anyway, pretty disgusting on Massachusetts' part to actually pass a law that says you can kill a baby at.
Again, they're not the only state to do that. So
I know, but they're just the most recent.
Correct.
And honestly, any state that approved legislators, congressmen, senators, governors, whoever's passing this shit, shame on you. Shame. Shame. All right.
Well, you kind of, hold on, you kind of, unless you got something to talk about the abortion thing, so go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was trying to move into the next segment of one person that has a meme of her pointing. I just thought that was a great segment.
I wasn't going there. I was still trying to stay on the same subject with adoptions and kids, but like the outcome could be.
Yeah,
so I know you want to start not in state, but since we're on the subject, we'll say what happened a couple weeks ago when a fucking mom and 2 trans fucking tied a 7-year-old boy up and fucking left him to die inside of a closet. So I don't know if you guys heard this story or not.
Absolutely fucking disgusting. I hope they fucking death penalty like that. Fuck them. Absolutely ridiculous. 7-year-old boy has had mental issues already. They burned him. They freaking like waterboarded him. They beat the shit out of the kid. He had bruises everywhere. Mom shows up in the emergency room barefoot the day before, freaking out. They call the cops. They do a wellness check at the house, and something was said. Then the next day they did a search of the house and found that poor kid duct tape in the fucking closet like a piece of fucking trash. That is fucking absolutely disgusting. And it was mom and 2 transgender females.
Wait.
Absolutely disgusting.
Now,
and I said
I gotta ask this because I'm looking at the photos. When you say transgender females,
they were males trying to become females.
You didn't double check there, Joe?
I just think all 3 of these bitches are ugly. I'm just trying to figure out which one's the man.
Yeah. And granted, one of them, like 3 months prior, threatened somebody in a Walmart parking lot with a gun, or a Kroger parking lot with a gun.
That was the Rankins trans.
Correct. Yes. And he's already got a history of fucking threatening people, and he's around. Literally moves into the house for like a month or 2 months prior, and like that fucking happens. Like, dude, it's fucking sick. I was like, I hope he gets fucking treated the correct way in jail for what he fucking did.
My question to you guys also, besides the whole fuck up situation.
Don't say she. I hate that bullshit. A he. What he
Where
did.
those two trans go to jail at?
What do you
Did they
mean?
go
They go to men's
to
prison.
Oh, they're going to the men prison. They got a penis. They're going
good?
to the men
Oh,
prison.
fuck that. I don't care if they got a penis or not. Guess what? XY chromosomes. Guess what? Your fucking ass is gone. You about to figure out what it's like to be a female.
I can't wait. They go in and they get fucking.
You're gonna fuck around and find out. I hope you pack some dresses because you're gonna be somebody's bitch.
Yep, I mean they already want somebody's bitch. Anyway, they're probably the bottom anyway.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
tell you what, jail does not condone fucking pedophiles and fucking children killers.
I know.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. Good luck. Save on my tax dollars.
Yeah, dude, absolutely disgusting. That made me sick reading that story.
Oh,
I've got a 6-year-old, and just me thinking like somebody could do that to a fucking harmless 6-year-old little boy.
I know, like punch him in the eye and give him a black eye. Like, why would someone do that?
That was a brother. That was his brother.
I guess someone do that to an innocent kid.
Well, I mean, what's sad is like even like the little picture. I mean, granted, I know kids, but I mean, it was a cute little kid. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you disgusting fuckers. Like honestly, there's definitely a special place in hell for people like this. And you know, Matt, I know you gave me shit before about saying I was becoming trying to play God. I'm not trying to play God. I'm just trying to speed up the process for them to meet him. Because I'm sorry, but like people like this, like there's a reason why the world is the way it is. We spend too much time keeping these people on earth.
Well, I mean,
They need
here's
to go.
a prime example. Here's a prime example of some of these fucking Democrat socialists out there. There was an interview and the guy literally said, so the Democratic socialists, no jails, reform, blah blah blah. And the guy posed the question, hey, so hypothetical question, your young daughter goes out, she's playing, and a man rapes and beats her. You think he should be walking free? And then she completely ignored the question and went to her talk. Well. Wait, no. You fucking know the answer. You would fucking go insane. You would probably want to kill that person right then and there. You're not going to want that person walking free. It's all a fucking lie. What they're doing, what they're saying. It's just to grab fucking power. That's it.
Well, it's not just for them to grab power. Like if you notice, as you said in that example, it's okay as long as it doesn't happen to me.
Correct.
That's the other part to it. They'll preach all day long about no prisons or just reform and all this stuff, but any bad thing happens to them or a family member of theirs, they are like, you see, this should have never happened. This fucking blah 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 blah, and it's like, you literally been fighting for this to happen. Yeah. Like, I hate that it happens, but goddamn, like if you do nothing, what do you expect?
Yeah. So to my point, to that whole segment point, like there's a lot of these judges and these Democrats all of a sudden they don't want these freaking crimes to have any kind of punishment. Hey, you know what? Yes, you fucking beat the shit out of the kid. You burned him. You waterboarded him. You fucking taped him up. Put him in a fucking closet like he's a piece of trash. No jail time. You can just go ahead and walk free. We're just going to give you a little slap on the wrist.
5 months probation. 5 months probation.
They wouldn't even get 5 months probation under some of these sick fuckers. Like that's the fucked up part. Like,
and you don't need an ankle monitor either. So
and I'm sorry, but these are the three fucking monsters that not only did they treat this kid like that, they fucking waterboarded this kid and tortured this kid. Like, are you kidding me?
Broken bones.
What kind of fucking monster can you be? Like, and this is a perfect example of, I'm sorry, but trans mental health is a mental illness. Like,
it is.
you just, I mean, And that's not saying that mental illness is something that like, oh, well, everybody's a bad person. Like, here's the thing. There are billions of people in the world, and there are millions that have a mental illness. Guess what? Those millions of people go around every single day and don't hurt people. Okay? Just like I'm sure there are many, many trans people that, yes, they have a mental illness that don't harm anyone. The ones that are harming need to go.
People hold on. People like this is the reason why it gives that group a fucking bad name.
Yeah.
Or the fucking mental health and shit like that too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question. It's kind of like
us guys or those guys.
It's related, but it's not related at the same time, right?
Hey, Joe, can you take the picture off? I'm getting sick.
In Cincinnati, what's the most vicious dog that everybody thinks of?
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Why? Okay. So why do they have a bad rap?
Well, it's not just that they have a bad rap. Statistically, they are a
very aggressive dog.
They're raised to be aggressive. They're genetically been programmed to be aggressive. They have one of the strongest bites, so therefore, when they do bite into someone, they cause the most damage. So that becomes bigger headlines. People have used them for the wrong reasons. Most pit bulls, however, the problem is that there's also misconception that people go, well, they have a bad rap and it's just the way you raise them. No, unfortunately, most pit bulls are genetically raised to be aggressive dogs.
Yeah, but it's also what I think you said the key word a couple of times, Joe, and this brings me back to our original point. It's all about how society has programmed us into the LGBTQ trans community all of a sudden, right? We are now indoctrinating kids. Kids are making up their mind when they're 5 that they're the opposite sex, right? It's because the adults are programming it. Just like you train a dog. We're training these kids to do that now. So is it partially a lot of it on the parents and the kids going with it because that's what they're being told, that's what they're getting taught at home, what they're getting trained to do. Pit bulls are a lot aggressive, yes, because they're trained that way. We're training our kids to do the same thing. So with the issues with these, it's on society now.
Welcome to the new age.
Yep. Joe, you look like you were trying to find something really quick.
I am trying to find something because actually,
what are you looking for?
So ironically
Your
enough,
penis? We know. Hasn't been found. It's like
I declared it dead. I haven't seen it in 7 years.
He's a hide and seek champ of the world, baby. Because he's been no one sees since.
I got 2 innies.
He got his second kid, and it is just like, nope, no more.
So they did recently an interview with his name is Sarah McBride, or that's what he goes by, but it's a trans congressman. But I don't know if you saw the short TikTok clip where he literally goes in and he's talking about how basically the transgender campaign fucked up. And he talks about how basically the past 5 years they've been pushing this agenda of, separation and, if somebody's against you, you don't talk to them and you cut them out of your lives and all this stuff. And he goes, well, we're losing because that was the wrong way to handle things. He goes, because of that, we've allowed the right wing to kind of move in their agenda. And so, if you look at how people perceive transgender everything across the board, numbers wise, 5 years ago to now, it's actually worse now than it was 5 years ago. And it's like, well, yeah, because again, 5 years ago, it was live your life. for 5 years, you've tried shoving shit, metaphorically down our throat, realistically, actually down Matt's throat. He likes to down there. But it's just funny how, mentality wise, they keep pushing the shit and everything. And, like you said, the indoctrinating into mentality and trying to push things, trying to change people's views on things, force them to think a certain way, which goes in line with what you were saying with pit bulls and everything, Josh.
I just thought it was a pretty good analogy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the difference, though, is a pit bull growling at you is dangerous. A trans woman growling at you is not.
Well, maybe.
Easy there, ma'am, sir.
All the pronouns.
They, zim, zo, yo.
So we're talking about them. Why don't we just go ahead and translate the next thing to finger pointer?
Oh, hold on. Before we go there, because we were talking about like the whole court system and everything. I don't know if you guys seen the news today up in Wisconsin. They had their primary yesterday for the Democratic primary, and then the favorite was whatever Hong. She's the one that came out and said she hated Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving's not whatever, completely against Thanksgiving, and then she reversed course. She was the favorite. So apparently on the newscast, it came up. This other guy, the other candidate, was leading the race, and all of a sudden, 5 thumb drives were missing from the election. It's fucking crazy because the Democrats have, over the last so many years, have said, "Oh, the elections are safe and sound. There's nothing wrong. Everything goes through perfectly fine." And then this happened live on the news for a Democrat candidate. Absolutely fucking great that election integrity just failed in Wisconsin. Just want to throw that out there. But yeah. But yes, Matt, to your point, who's that? Who is that? Who's the pointer?
Sophie Cunningham.
Joe, do you know?
You don't know shit.
Sophie Cunningham. Indiana Fever. Matt, why don't you tell us what happened?
What's that?
Why don't you tell us what happened?
What is she pointing about?
Let Joe go on. Joe hasn't had a segment today.
Joe don't even know what happened.
I do know what
He
happened.
doesn't know what happened.
Okay.
He knows what happened.
If you're talking about Sophie Cunningham from the Fever, was playing against what's a fucking
Chicago Sky. The Sky.
That's the team, right?
Yeah. It's Johnny Carrington.
Here, I'm gonna pull up anyway. So yeah, DeJohnny Carrington literally like almost rips her fucking head off in this play, and she gets a flagrant foul called against her. She gets ejected from the game. I think this was her second or third, but she gets ejected. Immediately goes off of the court, goes into the back and text example of white privilege, which for anyone that's listening, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you believe that there's a such thing as white privilege, take a hot poker, light it up, and sit on it. You're fucking stupid, okay? Because I promise you, there's nothing in this fucking world that I can do as a white man that anyone else in this country can do, but I guarantee you there are plenty of people in this fucking country that get a lot more privileges than I do. So fuck off. Anyway.
Why are you so angry, bro?
I'm not angry. It's a fucking point. Like, I get fucking tired of that shit. Like, oh, white privilege. Bitch, the fact that you can sit here and talk shit, you can hit fouls and do everything else, and you still got your job shows that you have more privilege than the other person. Like you in here running your fucking mouth about white privilege. It's like, okay, it comes from the girl that, ironically enough, in college was a pretty cute chick. I mean, Johnny Carrington. I mean, she was. I mean, I always thought her natural, her natural black look with the black hair, and I don't think she wore much makeup and stuff. I mean, she was a pretty girl.
She swings the other way, though, Joe. She swings the other way.
I'm not looking for her to swing on mine anyway. I'm just saying she's a pretty girl. And then all of a sudden she gets in the WNBA and she goes, I need to color my hair white because apparently my hair color is naturally blonde. Bitch, check your genetics just once. Puts on fucking 30 pounds of makeup. The nails get longer. Like, all this shit happens in one season. Like, are you fucking serious?
It doesn't matter right now. We're talking about the dirtiest player in the WNBA.
She is claimed to be the dirtiest. Yeah, she claims herself she's one of the dirtiest players in the WNBA.
I mean, I've seen, like, she is a really good player. She plays hard. Yes, she actually loves the game and she plays hard for the game, which that's what you would want a player to do.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. She is a good player. She does play hard.
You can see that she is playing dirty. She, like you said, she freaking clotheslined Sophie Cunningham going up for a layup. They show different views of other things that she's done the same thing to other players. But there's also things where she goes for the ball instead of the player's face. So
let's back this up a little bit, okay? Let's say it's just a hard aggressive foul, okay? Like they show the previous clips. She goes up and she tries to block him. Okay. And she does in the past. It's a hard contested foul. She comes down, she's bleeding all through her mouth, and she's like that. Flagrant 2. Okay. It was a hard foul, blah, blah, blah. She's ejected. What turns the stories around is what Joe's saying, though, is what gives you the right to go to the locker room to do what you did, to go on social media and do what you do. That is what the whole difference maker is here right now. And it's kind of pathetic. Like, no suspension was given. You know, if this was in the NBA, fuck, someone would have been suspended right away or fined.
Oh,
easily.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, hell, there's been guys that have been suspended for less.
You're fine. And suspended.
I'm listening to you guys. Keep going.
But no, I mean, it's again, you're right, Matt. It was a dirty play. She gets suspended. You know, I don't think it blows up. I mean, yeah, Sophie Cunningham is a magnet right now with her whole stance on women and men's sport, or men and women's sports. My apologies. Like, she's already a magnet. So, and then you have this player tackle her basically, then go in the locker room, say white privilege at Indiana Fever. She directed that straight to the Indiana Fever.
Isn't it a coincidence, too? The other girl who's been attacked the last 2 years plays on the same team?
And Caitlin Clark, yes. But here's where she fails to realize. If you take Caitlin Clark out of the WNBA right now, that league is nowhere near what it is now. They wouldn't have got their raise. They would have still had very low attendance, not really getting anything. Caitlin Clark comes in and changes all of that. It's one player. And yeah, I know she's white. But she transcended college basketball, got to the WNBA, and she had a big following coming into it.
Well, here's the funny thing, though, okay? The funny thing about that is, like, I never watched WNBA. I never watched even really girls college basketball.
Ever.
I really never got into girls college basketball. But then I started hearing about these different players at the college level and stuff. So I start watching a few games and I start seeing these players that, like, you know, are pretty damn good. And I'm like, damn, okay. So I watched them. I watched Caitlin Clark go a couple times. I watched that girl that she's supposed to be good, but honestly, she's only really good at deflecting the ball off of the basket into her hands, so then she gets a lot of rebounds. I think her name's Angel Reese or something like that.
No, that's not her name.
Um,
No, it's what's the guy from Ice Age?
Encino Man?
No, the guy from Ice Age. There's a cartoon.
Oh,
The weasel,
sloth.
the weasel-looking animal.
Sloth.
Yeah, he's talking about the sloth. He's I know what you're talking about. But anyway, yeah. So
It's Angel Reese.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll start watching. Well, then they go to the WNBA, and I'm like, well, maybe it'll be interesting. No. Didn't get any more interesting because it's overshadowed with a bunch of players that are more manly, and I'm sorry, but I'm not excited watching manly women. Like,
So
now, I will say I will be excited to watch the upcoming WNBA draft for the 3 biggest prospects to come out. So,
hey, why, Joe? I don't understand. Why do you got men on your pictures for? You're telling me that they're going to be drafted in the WNBA?
well, I'm just telling you that
They're
all
men, though.
three.
What?
All
How
three
can they
of
be-
these dudes, all 3 dudes, have said that they are they are going to show. Basically, they have put their eligibility in for the WNBA draft, and they would like to be picked because the WNBA has not made official requirements of what or who is allowed to go for the WNBA draft, which then brings us to now we have a group of women running a women's only sport that has to hold a meeting with other women to decide what a woman is so that they can determine if fake women are allowed to compete against women in a league created specifically for women. And that is the logic that comes when you have the 2 guys that are bringing attention to this and the 1 dude in the middle that actually says he thinks he's a woman, even though he's probably got bigger balls in his shorts than he's dribbling.
And just to give you stats, she averages 20 something points and 15 to 20 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
You don't think
he actually plays? He actually plays over. He plays in Europe too. So
yeah, he's in France. He's France. We come from France.
He doesn't shave his armpits.
Who are the other 2 players? They had basketball jerseys on. Were they in the NBA or something?
They were.
And actually, both of them are pretty damn good basketball players.
So what you're saying is we got former NBA players saying they transitioned to female so they can join the WNBA NBA draft.
I don't think that's what
they are not transitioning. They are identifying as women.
Yeah, they just identify.
Not transitioning.
Yeah, they're not transitioning. They just identify. So that they can run for the 2027 WNBA draft. But basically said that, big controversy. Again, Sophie Cunningham's in the news because she said that she really voiced the support for limiting women's sports to biological females, which it should be. I'm faithful. It's amazing how we have to have these fucking discussions. But anyway, former NBA player Ernest Cantor, Freedom, and Royce White have both said that they would enter the WNBA draft. Freedom announced Monday that he had signed paperwork to declare for the 2027 draft, framing that the move as a test to the league's policies. He says,
so
this is not intended to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices, but he wants to see if the WNBA will honor what it has stated in its principles.
So this, I guess this just happened. the WNBA has launched a task force to address its transgender athlete policy following comments by Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham and subsequent 2027 declarations by former NBA players Enes Kanter Freedom and Royce White.
Right, which is why I just read that the a women's only sport that's ran by women has to put together a group of women to discuss what a woman is to determine if women are eligible to be playing in a women's only sport.
So, but here's my question. I just read this. You've got owners, right, that vote on stuff. Every other sport, you have your commissioner, and you got your owners, and you go into the winter meetings or whatever. You guys discuss things amongst each other, right? So they had to hire a task force to talk to all the owners and all this on what they want to do with the transition, instead of the coach, all the owners and the commissioner get together. That's just, I don't get that.
This is the world we're coming into, guys. You know, it's fucking weird. It's getting weirder by the fucking year.
Here, I am going to fix this right now. Okay. Solving it right now. In case anybody's wondering, they can quote me on this. We're solving the problem right now. You ready? Here is the answer to the problem.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
They knew it in the 90s, people.
So what you're saying is a man has a penis and a woman has a vagina. Never heard of that in my life.
Look, I'm just quoting that very smart young little kindergartner that was looking up at the Terminator and said, boys have penises and girls have vaginas, okay? Look, it's real fucking simple at that point, okay?
Mr. Hercules himself.
Mr. Hercules and fucking self. Like, it's not a tumor. What happened to your cat? Shit. Like, all right. So anyway, while we're talking about stupid shit, let's keep talking about
Hold on.
shit.
I want to hold on real quick. I want to go back to this because I don't know if you guys knew this or not too. After the game of Sophie Cunningham getting fouled and the whole white privilege thing came out, did you guys see the interview with the coach afterwards? What she said?
Oh yeah.
Oh fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
go ahead.
She didn't pack her fucking team up.
She was defending the Chicago Sky girl, and
Johnny
she's saying
Carey.
that she was just like, okay. Then we find out later in life too. This ain't the first time she's done it too, because Carrington also was the one who poked Caitlin Clark last year in the face with her fingernails. And the coach didn't back her up then. She's just saying it's a hard foul. Okay, I get it. Why don't you back your damn team up a little bit here? Because you know why? Because she bats for the other team. That's why.
Well, yeah. And you seen in the thing, you could just see Clayton Clark just go like this. Don't know if that was for that or for another reason, but I mean, it's pretty telling. Like, you could tell your coach is not sticking up for your players.
Well, you
Like,
get
hey,
tired of.
I don't give a shit if she's a good player, she plays hard, blah blah. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming in. This player tried to hurt my player, and that's bullshit. This person should have been kicked out right away, like she was. No ifs, ands, or buts.
And see, and that's the other problem is, again, we have too many people in positions like coaching positions or leadership positions that are trying to force their own ideologies, their own mentalities on everyone else. So they do stupid shit like that. Like, I'm sorry, but no matter if this person swings for the other team, fucking loves diving on the pole or munching on the ground. I don't know which one you're doing. I don't care. I don't fucking care. If your job is to be the coach of a team, your job is to make sure your team is prepped for the game, make sure your team's out there to win, and you make sure that your team is being taken care of. If your team commits a foul, you get on your players for it. If your team gets fouled, you better be there defending your players. And
So
the
the
fact
thing
that
is,
she's not doing that is bullshit.
what kind of fucked up is too, because she just says the Sophia Cunningham fucking trend is going up, or says she started pointing the finger and shit like that. Her stance came in with what she said about sex stuff. She's kind of, the coach has kind of gone political, but hasn't said it. You can feel it, the tension there, by her not backing her player up.
Yeah, even in
So
the
you can see
interview,
that.
she's like, well, we should be focusing on other things instead of all this extra shit. You know, she doesn't say it like that, but essentially she's trying to deflect on, well, we have to talk about all this other stuff instead of the game itself. And it's like, well, unfortunately, that's because y'all want to make everything a political arena.
Pretty much.
Dear God, Matt, is she walking around in like shitty underwear or something? Like the dirty look you just like.
No, I was wondering what the fuck she was doing. It's all good.
All I see is. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Like, that better be a fucking hot dog in their shorts. Like, what the fuck is that? But definitely bad that, I mean, and unfortunately what's going to end up happening is you're either going to have players that are going to want to be moved to a different team because the coaches are not supporting them like they should, or you're going to have players that are going to eventually quit and go to something else. And then when that happens, a lot of these WNBA players are in for a real rude awakening because the players that actually are bringing fans to the games are going to go away. And then you're going to be back to a bunch of 1% actual, like, women that like men, and then you're going to have the rest that are bisexual, and then you're going to have a mixture of dudes that say they're women that have bigger beards than Josh does over there, and are like, I'm ready to play in the WNBA. I'm a woman.
You're a woman or woman?
Woman. All right, let's move on. What the fuck happened with the Bill Stadium, Josh?
I mean, what didn't happen with the Bill Stadium?
I don't know.
You know,
what? It didn't open? What didn't happen?
Well, it was $2.2 billion to build the stadium, and you sell seat license. You got to sell a seat license in order for you to get the privilege of buying season tickets, right? So they sold 53,000 of these seat licenses, and then all the season tickets. So yeah, they generated a lot of money from that. But the first practice, it was the blue and gray game that they do, inter-squad game. Invited the fans to come, watch, and some of these season ticket holders get to their seat, and they can't see the whole field. It's got partially blocked areas all around that stadium. I think one guy literally counted over 1,000 seats, estimated that they would have an obstructed view in that stadium.
Well, I'll give you better. 27,000 minor structural odd jobs that make it difficult to see.
I mean, where's the fucking engineering in this? Like, why wouldn't you say, like, hey, let me test this out. Can I see there? Nope. I'll have an obstructive view. Like, what the fuck? Like,
this is definitely not the fucking stadium they built. So it's like, come on, people.
They had camera views of this shit or anything? I haven't heard nothing about this.
Yeah, it's online. It was on Twitter all day. Either Friday or Saturday, whenever they had.
Let's see if
I think it was Friday. And I was reading it. Joe, if you can find it, pull it up.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I forgot what
Here we go.
God damn it.
Oh shit!
There you go. Oh, damn. That's a bad view.
There you go. Look at that one. Can't see there. That's on the end zone.
I think they threw a pass.
Now, are they, is that an actual seat or is that a,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's an actual seat. You see
that's
all
a
the
seat.
rows? Oh, that's right. Okay, and
Yeah. Look at that one. Look, you can't see that side. Let's see. Some issues. Video boards are small. Obstructed views. Traffic in and out of the stadium. Yeah, I will say when I drove past the stadium, like I was interested to see. I'm like, damn, that's going to be some fucking tight traffic.
so and I love the coverage for rain, not expensive, expansive as thought. So you see the top of the building. They were going back and forth. Did they put the dome in Buffalo so they can play underneath the dome, or they leave it open, right?
Right.
They decide to leave it open because they like the elements. I mean, it's pretty cool to be in Buffalo during a snowstorm while they're playing the game, right? It's actually kind of cool.
Well, yeah, because when the Bengals dress to play, they're camouflaged.
Exactly, and they beat them in the game just like that. So yes. But what was supposed to happen is they were supposed to make the top of the thing to cover more seats, and they left it
right. So the
a lot
snow
more
doesn't
open
land
than
on
they
the
thought.
actual spectators.
So when it was raining during that same game, fans are like, "What the fuck? I thought this was supposed to be better." Now they got to go all the way up top just to be covered from the rain. So just some missed opportunities from whoever developed, engineered that whole stadium. Complete misses on some of that stuff. And now if I ever go to a Buffalo game in Buffalo against the Bengals, I'll go in the thing and I know where not to sit.
Right.
Because I can't see the field.
I'm sitting middle, and I'm sitting high so I don't get wet.
Exactly.
And
I might just sit at the top of the fucking stadium because I know I can see the whole goddamn thing.
Also, did you hear about the ticket prices for that fucking stadium?
Oh, they're
It was like, what,
ridiculous.
$10,000 just for the, is it season tickets or the license?
Oh, I don't know all that. I just know that someone said for a family of four just to go, it's about $2,000 just to go to the game.
$500
Just a
a game.
family of four,
That's
basically.
crazy. See, I don't understand what these people are fucking thinking. Like, do they not understand that? Yes, I understand the cost of things are going up, but people's pay is not going up. Like, you're going to start losing your your fan base because we can't go to the fucking games.
So here you go. I will give you personal seat licenses for Highmark Stadium range from $500 to $50,000.
So 500 very
seats,
top, 50,000 is going to be your luxury suite boxes.
Your luxury club seats. That's $8,000 to $50,000. Lower level on the 50-yard line, $2,500 per seat. Lower bowl goal line section.
That's just for the seat license.
Just the seat
license. Per seat, right?
Per seat.
Now the seat license, is it like, I know like the Bengals for a while there, they were trying to charge a seat license every year.
No, I think it's just the one time.
So it's a one time. So kind of like the Green Bay, where once the seat's yours, as long as you don't lose it, it's yours.
I think so, yeah. Unless you don't renew for your season tickets, all that.
As long as you keep renewing, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So lower bowl goal line sections, right where the goal line is. A lot of people like 5,000 to 6,000 per seat.
Wow.
Corner sections in the 400 level, 1,000 per seat. The upper end zone levels, 500 to 750 per seat. So that does not include the price of your season tickets.
Right. That's
Fucking
Let's
crazy.
see. And typical packages for standard, I guess it's very actually comparable to what the Bengals do. 900 to 1,700 per seat up top. Middle range, $1,500 to $2,500 per seat. So yeah, club packages, I'm sure they're more as well. So season tickets probably close to what the Bengals charge. So, but I mean, the biggest thing is they're getting that seat license and they'll pay for that stadium and the taxpayer money as well.
which I would not be happy with if I go to sit in my seat and I can only see 75% of the field.
Exactly. And I paid that seat license up front
Right.
as well too. So
But people you have to try to sell those tickets.
I mean, if they put them on there and people don't pay attention because you know that's going to happen. Oh, I want to go to the game. I'll buy 2 tickets. They're cheap. Go to the game. Like, I can't see half the field. What the fuck?
Well, eventually what's going to happen is similar to like some of the college games where you can click on the seat and see what it looks like from that seat.
Yep. I see what happened there.
Like, I don't like that view. Which, just to make sure, clarification, we're talking about Miami this year?
Oh, Miami?
For the Bengals?
Ooh, Bengals versus Miami. Oh, that sounds like an interesting game to go to. Does that sound pretty good? An October game in Miami? Ooh, 80-degree weather, beaches. Oh, that sounds like a good time.
I'm looking at 2 beaches right now.
Matt, you in?
I don't know. We got Cancun next month, so we got to figure our freaking money out for that after that.
You taking me to Cancun?
We need to go to Cancun the 16th next month.
Do you want me to wear the banana can?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You had to get your passport. You were talking about your passport last time I was there.
Everything's in. We just gotta hit the plane and go to customs next.
Oh, that's always fun. But yes, I do think a trip to Miami is in the cards. My other best friend Brian and his girlfriend are going.
How the hell can he afford it?
The best brother ever and his most perfect wife is going. I think my cousin's gonna go.
You mean Mr. Delhi's going with you?
Mr. Delhi, yes. Is my best friend number 1 gonna go? I did invite him.
I thought you said he was going already with his girlfriend.
Oh, here we go.
You taking AOC with you, Joe?
So yes.
I will say tickets aren't bad right now. They're only about, most tickets are about $90 to $100.
Yeah, the biggest expense is going to be the flight in the hotel. The tickets weren't bad, but if you fly Frontier, it's really cheap. It's like $200 on Frontier. But I'm bougie, and I always fly Delta.
I'll have to look and see how many points I can use.
Wink, wink. Oh, is that the wife yelling at me?
I don't know. I can't see. AKA your name.
Nope, she was yelling at me for something else. So yes, Joe, what are you thinking? Bengals in Miami? Yeah.
Possible. I'm actually looking at seeing how much flights are right now, but hell, they're doable. Hell, I see
I told you Frontier's only $192.
Problem is, I won't be able to do anything until I get paid next month.
I mean, good thing it's in October and you get paid in September.
You got 2 months to decide.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Okay,
I mean, I'd like to, but we'll see.
Hey, fuckers, is that it for this today? We got other shit to talk about.
Yeah, we're going. Well, we'll stick on, but we'll wrap up here. All right, thanks for joining us for another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. More to come. Tune
Hey, you
in.
forgot to go. My name's Dr. B. This is Matt, aka the guy that shits on the ninth green.
Oh no, I already said that. Here's the thing. Don't interrupt my cutoff when I say thanks for joining us for Idiocracy Talk Radio. And as I mentioned, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt.
No, you didn't mention.
And we got Josh, aka I Can't See, the guy that changes his name like everybody else changes their underwear once a day, unless you're on the 9th hole like Matt, changes it twice a day. Till next time, folks.
Deuces.
You know they can still hear you.
Yeah, I know. Hey, dumb.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.